Another dataset that is highly useful in geologic mapping is satellite imagery. Seeing the true colors of the rocks is helpful for distinguishing lithology as well as identifying geologic contacts. In this video, I will show you how to acquire high-resolution satellite imagery from Google Earth Pro and how to import it into ArcGIS. Here we will open up Google Earth Pro, which is available for free download online, and search for SP Mountain, locally known also as SP Crater. One reason I chose this location for this mapping tutorial is because of the relative ease of distinguishing between geologic units. Note the distinct color contrast between the SP Mountain scoria cone, black basaltic lava flow, and the light gray Kaibab limestone. Numerous older and slightly more degraded volcanic vents are visible and have a red-orange color due to oxidation. The other superficial units likely include eroded Moenkopi shale, older basalt lava flows, as well as airfall tephra from nearby volcanic eruptions. Step 1 is to zoom into the approximate extent of our GIS base maps. Step 2, we want to make sure that the camera perspective is looking straight down at the land surface. We can do this by clicking this downward arrow and holding it until the camera position locks. Step 3, we want to make sure that the image view is oriented with north upwards. We can do this by clicking on the N in the top right. Making sure that the camera view is pointing straight down and that the image is oriented north up will make it easier to georeference our image in ArcGIS Pro. So once we are satisfied with our image orientation and extent, click on File in the top left, Save, and then Save Image. I always like to save the image to maximum resolution as it will preserve all the finer details in the image when we import it into ArcPro. The only downside to saving the maximum resolution is having a larger file size for the image. I am going to choose to save this image in the SP tutorial data folder. It is important to keep a good naming scheme for your project-specific files, and it is also good to keep files stored neatly in folders so that you can easily find certain items and quickly add or delete data in ArcGIS Pro. Now to import our Google Earth satellite image. In ArcGIS Pro, it should be noted that there are numerous paths or workflows you can take to achieve a similar result. Since we have saved our new satellite image into the already connected SP tutorial data folder, instead of going through the catalog, we can click Add Data underneath the Map tab. Now we select the JPEG image to add to our map. Notice this prompt that asks if you would like to calculate statistics for the image. Always click Yes when ArcGIS Pro asks you to calculate statistics or to build pyramids. This is ArcPro's way of downscaling and caching datasets, which allows them to draw and render faster in the program, which is extremely useful for geologic mapping when you are constantly changing map scale to view macro scale versus micro scale features in the landscape. In my opinion, ArcGIS Pro's ability to handle large datasets in a stable working environment is its biggest accomplishment and draw. Notice the unknown coordinate system warning banner in the top right after importing the image. Unlike the GeoTIFF file format, JPEGs do not have embedded defined coordinate systems, hence why we'll need to georeference our JPEG file so that it matches up with our DEM-derived products that are accurately located in our projected coordinate system. See the next video in the playlist to learn how to georeference images.